Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to Paul's Monday Market Update number 170 for Monday, 20th of January, 2025. As always, you're always very welcome here, okay? But just remember that ultimately you are responsible for your own trading decisions. This is the UK 100. This is FTSE 100, okay, on the weekly chart. Um, I've not been terribly complimentary about FTSE, and as those of you who have joined me every week will have seen my market updates. Compared to the DAX and the US indexes, the FTSE really hasn't done a great deal, and you've heard me talking about how I felt, for it. Really, for most of the last 9, 10 months, we were just really in a range there between 8,100 and 8,400. Now, if you're a range bound trader, short-term swing range-bound trader, that's been a beauty. But what we got last week, okay, is we got a pump out, all right, and we finally got a break out of that kind of range and a close. And as I said earlier on, the incumbent government, okay, were leaping on that as some sort of form of a pat on the back for them in terms of it was backing their economic policies. I personally don't see that. I see what it is as a case of the FTSE 100 is a case of is predominantly not a real good reflection of the UK economy at the moment. The FTSE 250 is, and maybe we'll have a look at that at another time. But invariably, the FTSE 100 is, most of those companies there are global companies who make their profits overseas. So invariably, the weaker sterling becomes the sort of the better the better the numbers for those incumbents within the FTSE 100 will be in terms of their profits, etc. And so that's what we are seeing. There's also a case of a little bit of, I think, just overall giddiness. That as I say, whether you love them or loathe them, there is an element of optimism, okay, being brought in with Mr. Trump, and that kind of rising tide floats all boats. So, I'm interested to see if we hold. I'll be interested to see if we come back and test 8,400 before moving on there. That's what I'd be looking for. That's my kind of scenario. I'll be watching to see how that particularly plays out. But I certainly don't think it's anything to do with anything that Mr. Starmer and Mr. Reeves have done in terms of the overall economy.